Today we're putting two grocery stores to the test. It's Dollar Tree versus Aldi. Today we're answering the question, does it actually matter where you buy your groceries? We will be making two identical dishes. We're doing chili cheese dogs, because I haven't eaten one of those in a minute, and boy, do I got a hunger for some chili cheese dogs. One of the plates is going to be made with groceries from Aldi, and the other is going to be made with groceries from Dollar Tree. We will then have a judge come in and taste them blind, not knowing where they're from, to see if they can accurately guess and answer the question, does it actually matter where you buy your groceries, or is all food roughly made from the same three industrial processors and all you're really paying for is marketing? That's right, it's everyone's favorite show. Let's get cooking. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party. Hot dog party, hot dog party, hot dog party. I'm so excited for a good old-fashioned hot dog party, man. All right, here's what happened. I recently went to a hot dog party and there was no chili. Great party otherwise, but there's no chili. And so when we're talking about what to make for this, I was like, I really need a chili dog in my life. And so I'm so stoked to be able to make some chili dogs today. Let's look at all the groceries we got. This is all of the groceries from the Dollar Tree over here. Then we have all the groceries from Aldi over here. Aldi is another great discount grocer. They came to us from Germany. Half their food is just kind of like sitting on the floor and their cashiers can sit down. It's a very strange environment for to be in, but I've gotten more used to it over the years. Cashiers should be able to sit down. It just looks weird when you walk in, you know what I mean? But anyways, over here at the Dollar Tree, we spent a total of $39, and over at Aldi, we spent a total of $64. But that's more so just because Dollar Tree sells a lot smaller quantities. That's a really interesting thing to balance when you're making a recipe. I don't know if y'all have made a recipe where like it calls for 9 different spices and that ends up being $72 and you're like, this sucks because I never want to use caraway seed ever again. And then you try and force caraway seed into your food and you're like, I really don't think I like caraway seed that much. So when you're dealing with smaller, cheaper items over at Dollar Tree, that can be a lot more cost effective. But on the per dish basis, Dollar Tree is only about 50 cents cheaper at $3.74 compared to $4.22 at the Aldi. A lot of the quality difference here, you go over to Aldi, you can get some nice fresh produce like onion. You go to Dollar Tree, they don't got any produce. That's why for our chili, we're using this pepper stir fry. Salteado de pimientos. I don't know why I read it in Spanish, but we're gonna use these frozen onions, frozen vegetables. They retain all the nutrients that any fresh vegetable would have. They're a great option to use. The most interesting difference here, Backyard Grillers beef patties. Now, trying to find fresh meat at the Dollar Tree has always been more difficult for us. And before, when we were using beef, we used to use one that had a lot of ground heart in it, but this isn't it. And I'm kind of gonna miss that because I actually think heart in chili would lend a nice beefy twang to it. But if you look at the ingredients here, beef, number one, great start, fantastic. Number two, water. That seems like a lot of water because there's the third ingredient, soy flour. So that's kind of fun. They're cutting this with soy flour. This costs $5. We have a pound of pure ground beef over here that's been seasoned. But anyways, this was $7, this was $5. So like you're kind of not saving too much money, and this is cut with a lot of soy flour, but that could be interesting in a chili because that soy flour is actually going to soak up some of that fat in there, and that's fun. Hot dogs. I'm at the point in my life, not to brag, where I'm willing to pay extra for premium hot dogs. I like Hebrew National. It's a pure beef hot dog. I really enjoy it. Over at the Dollar Tree, this is not a pure beef hot dog. You can always tell by the color. The lighter color of the hot dog, the less beef it likely has in it. And so this is classic hot dog made with chicken, pork, and beef added. I don't know the legality of that, but you ever like watch a show and they'll go through the credits and then it'll be like, and Edward James Olmos. And you're like, hell yeah, I love Edward James Olmos. Like, why and him? That's the beef added of the entertainment world versus Bar S bun length Frank's. Boy, have I eaten so many Bar S hot dogs. This was the official hot dog of my childhood, and I have very fond and probably not so fond memories eating a lot of Bar S hot dogs. Let's see if some weird emotions get brought up. So this is just chicken and pork. No beef added in there. They couldn't afford Edward James Olmos in the hot dog. We're also gonna be making a pasta salad because we want something that has a little bit more nutrient density in there. So we're gonna show you how to make a little pasta salad with some beans and some corn. We got corn, yeah, with some beans and corn in there. I'm excited to cook, man. You know how much I love slop as a food, and the only thing I love more than slop is a phallic shaped food. And so you get phallic food plus slop. Josh is a happy man. Let's get cooking. We're making some chili. Now I'm a man who takes his chili very seriously, but I'm about to show you a very controversial cooking method that when I told people that I was doing it, they were abjectly horrified, but I'll tell you exactly why. Pan, ice cold. Dollar Tree beef going into an ice cold pan. Beef broth also going into that ice cold pan. You know what else is going in that ice cold pan? Everything. A little bit of tomato sauce. Check this out. No, you think I'm crazy? I'm gonna explain exactly why. A little bit of minced frozen onion going in there. This goes against hundreds of years of codified French cuisine. We're gonna add a bunch of chili powder. Add some minced garlic. Add the funeral ashes of my dad. Oh, that one got Mindy? Sorry, it was a joke that their ground pepper just looks like gray ash. And then some garlic powder. Now I'm gonna do is I'm gonna gently turn on the heat and I'm going to whisk all of the beef with the broth and not brown it. You know what? I'm gonna add some more water to this. You want this to be, I know I say it a lot. I say the word of the day. I say slop. Ring the bell. Ring the slop bell. So all of the best chili that I've had when it comes to hot dog chili, we're not talking about a bowl of Texas Red. We're not even talking about Cincinnati style chili. We're talking about like pure Southern California, for me, diner hot dog chili. You see this? This is actually what it should look like. It's almost like making a soft scramble. I went to my favorite chili restaurant and I saw them making the chili from scratch, and they add the water directly to the ground beef, which is how you get such small curds that end up like mounding onto the hot dog and emulsifying all of the fat. Because when you're eating a chili cheese dog, you want that chili to be like one emulsified mass. You don't want it to be like big hearty chunks of ground beef, especially when you're working with product that might not be the best. So you're losing a little bit of that browning flavor, but are you tasting that browning flavor when you're covering your hot dog in a bunch of cheese? You know, you're probably eating it with wet pool hands, if we're being honest too. I'll bring your crock pot of chili to the pool. I don't give a fruit. But this is my controversial chili technique. So we're gonna do this. I kind of regret it because I feel like people are like, Josh, you're not a real chef. And I'm like, I've been telling you that for years. Of course I'm not. Okay, we're adding beef broth here. So this beef is so much more beef than this beef. By the math, this may be 80% beef. That's B minus beef. That's not bad. This is 100% beef, which I think is pretty good beef ratio when you're cooking with beef. We're gonna add some of that tomato puree. This hot sauce looks a lot more like hot sauce. This chili powder looks a lot darker, which doesn't necessarily speak to the quality, but this pepper sure does. You always wanna get a more coarse ground pepper for my money. Some nice garlic powder. Don't know what to do with my right hand. And then some nice minced garlic. Look at this, you can see this chili bubbling away. You wanna keep whisking through it. This is like Gordon Ramsay's soft scrambled eggs. You want nice small curds. Top in the onions. I'm saying, Josh, you're not sauteing the onions. It's all gravy, baby. It's all going in the same place. It's getting slopped on top of a hot dog. The onions are going to cook in the broth. You're just not getting a lot of that browning flavor, but you're really just here for like the beef and the spices. And I'm saying, Josh, you're not getting a toast on the spices. And I'm saying, you're saying a lot right now. You know, what if you just took the time to listen? Wait longer than you think you need to taste it, is what I'll say. There we go. This, it may look like I don't know what I'm doing, but trust me, I'm an expert. So you're gonna wanna mash your ground beef slop into the juice. There you go, don't know what to do with my left hand now. This one's looking a lot redder. This one's looking a lot more browner. But look at that small curd. Y'all ever been to the Wiener Schnitzel? Who been to the Wiener Schnitzel? If y'all been to the Wiener Schnitzel, say yeah! Yeah! It's just V. No, literally none of you have been to a Wiener Schnitzel? You guys didn't get the 3 for $3 Wiener Schnitzel coupons in your mail growing up and immediately run to the Wiener Schnitzel? Because I sure did. Wiener Schnitzel, I mean, they're a great chili cheese dog, man. This is what their chili looks like, you know? That's what I want. This beef was pre-seasoned, which means it's going to be a little bit tougher because salt actually stretches out the myosin in meat protein, which gives it that chew. Think about the snap of like a corned beef or a pastrami. Have I ever talked about the origins of how pastrami got its name on the show? Taylor, what is it, Taylor? Enlighten us then. Taylor, tell the class.
It was because of salami, right?
Yeah.
And they're
Romanian Jewish immigrants lived in the Italian part of town in New York.
That's what I said.
We're trying to sell pastarma.
Yeah. Right, and then they wanted it to rhyme with salami.
Yeah, well, I guess I have no new stories to share. Taylor, our relationship has gotten stale. I think we should see other people. I don't know how much more I have to teach you here. I mean, clearly, this is going spectacularly. I mean, it smells like chili. We're gonna let this reduce down for about 15, 20 minutes, make sure all that beef is nice and tender. Should I try it? Everyone who thinks I should try it, say yeah! I love having a live studio audience for this cooking show. It has the perfect texture for what I want. And literally some of that soy flour is actually really helping emulsify this. This is incredible. This needs about a teaspoon of salt. Good spice in there, actually. Good aromatics. This is gonna be literally the perfect hot dog chili. No notes on the Dollar Tree over here. Give this one last stir. Well, we're just gonna let these boil away for about 20 minutes. And in the meantime, let's make some pasta salad. I'll see if I can cook it in an upsetting way. Do you remember the I Love Corn kid? 35 years old now. That's crazy. So what we're gonna do, hi, welcome back to the cooking show. So we're making a nice little rotini pasta salad. And I mentioned trying to get like a little bit of vegetables in there, especially when you're shopping in a place that don't really got a lot of vegetables. Canned vegetables are also good, don't have the same nutrient profile as frozen or fresh, but also still great because you're getting stuff like fiber and micronutrients. Put up the little rainbow that says micronutrients, which are good. So what we're gonna do, we got some corn, we drained it of its juices, we laid it out in a pan. We're gonna try and get a little bit of char on this. This is like, get extra flavor into your food where you can. Easy way to do that. We're gonna drizzle a little bit of oil on this corn. Give it the oil, it's called the corn shuffle. It's not shuffling at all, man. My corn shuffle technique is weak. There we go. Sometimes you don't need to get the hips into everything, you know? You know? You know? Dylan. You know? You know? You're gonna oil this corn, you gotta oil 2 corns. I don't know why I find this funny. All right, Aldi is going to be my left. Everything is my left. Whoa! Did I do that? Yeah, left. Again, Aldi is on my left. We're gonna put that there. If anyone smells corn burning, let me know. I will do nothing about it. We're gonna make a little dressing. We want kind of like a creamy pasta salad. You could go pure mayonnaise based, but I think a little bit of cream cheese here is gonna be good. This is a little bit modeled after elotes or esquites, which is like a lovely, delicious Mexican seasoned corn dish with some mayonnaise and some chili powder and generally some sort of Parmesan or tortilla cheese. So we're gonna take, this is the whitest mayonnaise I've ever seen. This is crazy. This is so white, it's a slur. So we're gonna add, what? We're gonna add some of that mayonnaise to the cream cheese. A little bit of garlic powder, we're just gonna season this up. A little bit of chili flake. A little bit of oil, just kind of thin it out, just round out. A little bit of lemon juice. Don't know what to do with my left hand still. One day I'll learn. Is this normal? Where you don't know what to do with a hand? Do other people feel comfortable with a hand? It's kind of a trick because you can only know what your own experience is. You know? It's like, is the color blue that I see the same color blue that you see? Is the pasta salad that I've tasted the same pasta salad that you've tasted? How much does the acidity of saliva actually affect your taste? I think about that one all the time. Do you know I have incredibly basic saliva? Have I talked about that in the show, Taylor? God. Okay, I'm gonna do the same on the other side. You can see how different the olive oil is. These were both olive oils, by the way, but that was olive oil mixed with safflower oil. This is pure olive oil. That's good. You want a general kind of yellow-green color. I like a nice yellow beige mayonnaise. This is the color of every trendy girl wearing athleisure. You know, it's just kind of like this, like, kind of gross beigey brown that, like, they're gonna, like, you look back at all, like, the couches your parents had in the 70s, like, that color's so ugly, and, like, all people are wearing are just an actual color mixed with brown athleisure, you know, and it's terrible. We're gonna look back on this and just be like, oh, that was awful. So anyways, but I want my mayonnaise to be that color. But I don't think you should want your clothes to be mayonnaise colored. This is whisking chunkier than I wish it did. Well, you're gonna massage it into some rotini. Chili flake, garlic powder, salt, pepper. Stop it. Paprika, I like a red paprika. I don't like this. This right here, this Final Destination, I've seen this movies. Nothing good happens. You whisk, you slam it down, and you're, ah, maybe I can still do it. Corn's burning. I'll use the proper tool for this. The handle of a spoon. Add some lemon juice to it. Corn's burning. I'm going. Left, my left is my left. Yum! Trust me on the corn. This one tastes a lot better. That's interesting. Is this gonna break too? Are these supposed to be the attachments to a hand mixer? That's interesting. This one is a lot more salt, a lot more brightness, which is weird because this all looked bad. This one has a strange amount of gumminess. I'm wondering if there's some sort of like emulsifier in the cream cheese. Corn's done. Corn alert. Huh? Look what you've made me do. That's okay. Listen, there's so much microplastic in your food anyways. Like you can get some microfoil. You can have some micrometals in your food. I think if I kind of just like, I'll just spank it out. That's good. So now we're gonna add our corn and our beans to this. This is probably a better method. I think I still got it. We're breaking a lot of boundaries on cooking techniques today. Okay, beans. Beans are called beans. Both of them taste like beans, which is where it's a good starting point for beans, but it shouldn't be the ending point. Cilantro. So that was dried cilantro. This is fresh cilantro. But both of them, hear me out, are going to be wetted by mayonnaise. So I think that's gonna turn the dried cilantro into wet cilantro. A little bit of Parmesan cheese. Now the Parmesan cheese over at the Dollar Tree is a fine powder. If you had this in a bag in your car and they did an illegal search and stop and seizure, you would probably get arrested. You could fight it, of course. Fourth Amendment. Just gonna add some of that powder there. That's powdery powder. Lemon juice. Do you know that grenades were actually named after pomegranates? Yeah, Tony knew it. You two should talk more. It's been here for like 2 months. I thought it would have come up. A little bit extra lemon juice in the Dollar Tree. Do you know that lemons are actually a crossbreed of a citron and an orange citrus fruit? You knew that? Damn, Tony knows everything. Hey, but did you know that the French word for lemon is citron? Gotcha, bitch. I think that'll save it. I'm gonna dress this salad. You want your pasta salad to sit in the dressing for at least, I'd say, what, 18 minutes, what they teach in culinary school? Pasta, even when it's cooked, it still absorbs moisture. And so you wanna give it some time to actually like really work in there. And also the biggest lesson you learn in cooking is don't mash your beans unless you want mashed beans. And also, don't dump all your dressing in at once. Always dress, measure. Now we can save the remnants on the outside of this for dipping our hot dogs in. Annalise, this is why they say measure as many times as you think it should take, dependent on the task, of course, and then add the dressing whenever. Can you cut me some slack? I'm making a really difficult dish here. So our mayonnaise bean noodles are done. You remember that time we made like a whole freestanding bowl just out of tater tots? I'm glad that we're just making mayonnaise bean noodles now. This feels a lot more honest, right? Like this is a delicious thing. This is fun. A little Southwest pasta salad, beans, corn, some fun nutrients in there. We already got our slopping. Right now we're gonna put that on our phalluses. There are certain moments in your life where you reach a crossroads. I believe it was Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in Yellowwood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. I'm of course talking about my decision to boil my hot dogs instead of pan fry them. Many people like a charred hot dog, not me. I love that when they're just kind of wet and then the wetness kind of transmits into the bun and then you get a nice steamed bun from the hot dog wet. And I will say, for the amount of reverence we seem to show hot dogs in our society, people seem to be incredibly disgusted by their broth because hot dog water is a thing that most people do not like. These are the skinniest wieners I've ever seen. That's incredible. We're just gonna boil them all. You guys wanna have a hot dog party? Let's do it. Let's just get a couple in there. People seem to be very disgusted by hot dog water. Not I don't shy away from it. Sometimes if I'm caramelizing onions for hot dogs, I will actually use the hot dog water to deglaze the pot. Why? Because I'm here for the hot dogs. I want their flavor. I want all of it. I don't love hot dogs in spite of their gross bath water. I love them because of it. Just empty that in there. And now the buns. Many people would say they like a nice butter toasted bun. No, not I. I intend to wrap them in a wet paper towel and microwave them to also steam the buns. I want all of this to be almost like a bow. Like I want this to just be soft. I want this to be sumptuous. I want this to be a sensual hot dog. I saw a sensual hot dog at Coachella 2016. All right, cool. Sharp cheddar from Kraft. This is from Dollar Tree? Dollar Tree got Kraft? Is Kraft doing okay? What? I'm just saying, like nature's grain, that makes sense at the Dollar Tree. I don't think I've seen Kraft there. We're just gonna grate enough cheese for 2. Perfect. I am just sweating in a hot dog steam room right now. Okay. This is why equipment breaks in the Mythical kitchen, because Josh bashes at it. I've been referring to myself a lot more in the third person lately. Do we think that's a good thing or a bad thing for me? Nah, people seem to be split on it. No one can decide. Kraft sharp cheddar, man, that's a heck of a cheese. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Happy Farms. Happy Farms come from Happy Cheese. Happy Cheese comes from California. My microphone fell off because I'm sweating over the hot dog steam. Can we get me one of those necklaces that they give to the reality show contestants who is sexy? Like a Love Island?
No.
I've never seen Love Island.
I know.
Is it an actual island?
No.
Is it the island of Dr. Moreau?
It's Fiji.
Is it the island that Ewan McGregor was on in the hit 2001 film The Island?
No.
Have you seen that?
No.
It's really good. We've dried the hot dog sweat off of my chest. And now I'm going to continue grating the Happy cheese. See if you taste the Happy. Don't taste the Happy. We're returning this to the Aldi. Nope. Not even a little bit. No joy, no happiness, just tastes like cheese. Significantly worse than the Kraft Sharp Cheddar. That's gonna be a big boon. That's going to be a boon to this hot dog. All right, so check this out. Check it out, hold on. No one comment on my Band-Aids. Eating cheese off of Band-Aids like a ghoul. Are you guys watching this? Check it out. Paper towels, we got the good stuff too, Bounty. You gotta get it real juicy. But then if you have a high quality paper towel like Bounty, not an ad, should be, I'm gonna wring it out, not all the way. I use about 30% of my strength, so that means you're gonna wanna use about 95 to 100. I'm very strong, I'm very strong. I was gonna steam some hot dog buns. Again, you know, this is 100% honest how I would cook this dish at home. And I think you, the viewer, is owed that. Now I have the hot dogs sitting in tepid hot dog water. Listen, the best hot dogs are from New York, and this is how they cook it. Tepid hot dog water. We're gonna wrap the buns in paper towels. Fold it over. You're gonna put this in the microwave for about 16 seconds. You microwave for too long, bread gets that weird kind of crusty thing. But if you're just bringing this up to temp, this wet paper towel is gonna steam it. Check this out. Come here. Ven conmigo. Mira aquí. Yeah. This is nice. You want it to be, yeah, like comfortable enough to wear around your neck. Because if it's too hot, you don't want the water to boil. Look at these nice, pillowy, fresh, hot, steamy buns. Now, again, none of this is for the bit. I cannot explain this more clearly. This is just my life. You're gonna take the hot dog, don't get too much of the water off. You want some of that water because it's going to moisten the bun. You know what the water is? You know what tastes like? Hot dog. That's why you're here. If you didn't like hot dogs, you shouldn't have been in this situation in the first place. We're gonna open up our chili. Our chili has reduced, and it has become what I can only call moundable. Look at how this chili sits in a large meniscus across the spoon. That's what you want. If your chili's not getting thick enough, add a little bit of cornstarch slurry to it. We're going to just add nice, large spoonful of chili right to these dogs. Get a little bit on the plate for snacking later. This is beautiful. Well, beautiful is not the word. Beautiful in the way that live mammalian birth is beautiful. You know? Like the end result, like we all mostly were part of it. And what I like to do with my chili dogs, and I'm gonna force Jordan to eat them Josh's way. You've heard of Mike's way, this is Josh's way. You take some mustard, squiggle it on the chili. Don't know why I do this, but I enjoy it. I think the sharp bite of the mustard cuts through some of that fat and spice of the chili. Got a pile of cheese on high. Really mound the cheese. Here you have it. We're gonna serve this up with our pasta salad. I'm gonna do the same with those hot dogs over there. It's gonna look like the same amount of slop and cheese. These are our finished chili cheese dogs, and I am eminently proud of them. Jordan Myrick from Spork.com, as well as many other fun entertainment properties.
Thank you.
I have made chili cheese dogs for you and a side of corn and bean pasta salad.
What a strange combination.
Thank you so much. I made them. Would you like to eat them?
Yeah,
One
I
of them
would.
is from the Dollar Tree. The other is from Aldi.
Okay. Can I ask why corn and bean pasta salad?
You know, we always like to try and make kind of full round meals here and teach people how to make some sort of vegetables enter their lives, even with a budget grocery store. And
Okay.
so canned corn, canned beans, super nutritious, delicious. Throw it in a pasta salad, nice little side.
And what is on top? Parmesan?
Yes, so this is the Parmesan cheese. We tried to kind of model it after elote, a little bit of spice in the dressing.
The Parmesan cheese on that already has me thinking that this one's from Dollar Tree.
Dollar
because
Tree.
I know Dollar Tree really, to my understanding, their Parmesan tree is like Parmesan tree.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you actually go shake the Parmesan tree
Yeah.
at the Dollar Tree.
Their Parmesan cheese is like a little bit of like sawdust, kind of, right? It's like not all cheese.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
That's powdery powder.
Yeah, I think I already know. Just
Well,
from,
fine, I'm eating the chili dogs then.
Just from the cheese. No, I'm gonna try it all.
Can I have a chili dog too? I made two just like
Yeah, I would love that. Nothing sadder than eating a chili dog alone.
I agree with that. Dink.
I needed mustard. You have to.
Wait, yes, you're on team mustard?
Oh, am I ever?
That means the world to me.
Because it just cuts perfectly through everything else. My only criticism is I would do a little diced raw onion.
What if I told you that some of these grocery stores don't have
An onion. Yeah, that makes
I would have
sense.
done that too.
Do you notice how soft and wet it is?
It's soft and wet. The dog is small.
Yeah. No, it's a small dog.
The cheese is not that melted compared to this cheese. My suspicion still stands, but I have to eat this still.
We did let the cheese just melt by the latent heat of the chili.
I love that. That's beautiful.
I'm such a happy young boy right now.
The dog is much more flavorful in this one and bigger. Maybe, did I like the taste of this chili better? Would that be psycho to say?
Can we give Jordan a tasting cup of the chili? A sipping cup of chili on the side,
Yes.
perhaps?
Can you bring me the chili in a funnel? Thank you.
We tried to make it a hot dog slop chili, not like a bowl of
course.
eaten chili.
Absolutely. Which makes more sense as to why there's beans in the pasta salad. This is not as good as this already, I'm telling you. This tastes like grain when you eat it by itself. It almost tastes like quinoa or something.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, this one's much better. Okay.
Are you done with this?
What, that?
Yeah.
Sure. I'll still eat it after you do that. Is
Okay,
that the
great.
question?
Yeah.
Let me have one more bite of hot dog just because we're all having fun here.
When you serve chili cheese dogs, you should serve a sidecar for dipping.
Like a French dip.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's so good.
God dang it.
Really, I mean, delicious. I would happily eat either one of these in a bikini by a pool on the 4th of July.
I'll be right there next to you, bikinied up.
Thank you. Yeah, how we always celebrate together.
We do.
That being said, I do think that my initial suspicion was right. I think this chili tasting kind of like grain makes me think maybe it's not all beef or pork or animal. And this was the Parmesan on top was really the giveaway for me. I really think I'm right. And you know what I'll say? There's not like a huge discrepancy in which one I like better. They're both really delicious. This one is better. The hot dog is better. The Parmesan cheese is better. The chili is better. But both of them taste pretty dang good. But this one, you can tell the quality is much higher. So I prefer this one, but both are great. Now, okay, Josh's mouth is too full. Can someone tell me which one's which and then I can announce it? And the winner for this round is Jordan Myrick. This is Dollar Tree. This is Dollar Tree, and this is Aldi. And I think you can tell, but I mean, make either one of these and your family will be plenty happy.
I feel sick.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. You okay, bud?
Yeah.
All right, well, we're gonna go outside and I'm gonna burp Josh, and then we're both gonna go home. So thanks so much for watching. Click the link, like, subscribe, join the channel, follow me, and live La Vida Loca. Bye!
Sporked is your guide through the grocery aisle, so head over to spork.com to discover the best food and drinks the Spork team has been tasting lately.